There are certain matchups that just end up feeling so special for one reason or another. Be it the passion that the animators have for the characters or the legacy that the matchup itself possesses. But regardless, Kyle versus Simone is one of those matchups. This feels like an event. Just because of how, I don't even want to say obscure the characters are, but how unique they are, and how perfect the actual debate itself is. To be totally transparent, I didn't really know anything about the characters before going into this. I watched Gurren Lagann because of this matchup. I read some Kyle Rayner comics because of this matchup. I listened to Will of the Drill constantly in preparation for this to hype myself up for this matchup. Side note, do not sing Will of the Drill if you're driving in a car because you could pass out at the wheel. It almost happened. I digress. The matchup is really cool. You know I don't do reactions unless I really feel strongly about both characters. I'm happy to report I really feel strongly about both characters, and I'm really excited to see what they've done with this. I always structure these videos to where I do a prediction first before I watch the fight, so if you don't care about the prediction, you can just skip to this part of the video and it'll take you right past it. If you want to stick around though, that's great, because I do have a prediction, and I do think I know who's going to win. Fight the power! What a fun matchup to discuss and debate. You know I don't really mess with power scaling or versus debating much. From what I understand here, Kyle probably outstats and probably has more versatile hacks and should be able to comfortably take Simone out. He does have a few options that Simone doesn't have an answer for, namely the life equation being able to unmake all of spiral energy. It's gonna trivialize Simone's main source of power. And I think that's really dangerous for him in this fight. And I can confidently say that my prediction is that Kyle will win, but I don't necessarily think he should. And this may come back to bite me because you know I don't do a whole lot of research before these things. But the whole point of Gurren Lagann as a concept is that you are not supposed to follow logic. If logic says one thing, you are supposed to, and I quote, kick that thing's ass out the door and do the impossible. I honestly think that Simone is faced with impossible odds here. I don't really see an angle where he wins. I don't see an angle where he just gets so powerful or so big or whatever you want to call it that the White Lantern energy from the power ring can't take him out. But at the risk of sounding like Guts' post-analysis, this is kind of what Simone does every day. He's always faced with impossible, unattainable odds. And for some reason, he has the indomitable human spirit to overcome those impossible odds. Regardless of how powerful his opponent that should win, that should beat him, that is bigger, stronger, tougher, out-hacks, transcends reality, he always, for some reason, rises to the occasion. I think that's why a lot of people are rooting for Simone here. Hell, I root for him. There's no way I want Simone to lose. I just don't believe that Death Battle will give him the win. I think that they're going to make a case that there are more impossible feats and probability-changing feats that Kyle has, or that Kyle has access to, or that Kyle scales to. I think the main argument I would have for Simone winning is that he would eventually just evolve to a level far above Kyle Rayner and far above the life equation, not because we've seen him do it in the show, that's just how his character works. He eventually evolves and rises to the occasion, and he eventually gets way stronger and just eclipses his opponent. And I'm sorry to drop the coldest take you've ever heard in your entire life on you, but I'm not really going to be disappointed if either wins. As a community, we've all been waiting for this matchup for a while, and I think we're all just kind of ready to see it. I think we're kind of ready to see how well Death Battle themselves rose to the occasion, how well they portrayed these characters. I've been told I am not ready for what it is I'm about to see, so let's see how wild this thing gets. I'm excited. Fight the power! Alright, let's do this. I have not seen any previews. No sneak peek, no character previews, nothing. I'm going it totally blind. Kamina. It's all Ben Singer and his mispronunciations. We'll forgive him for it. Gurren Lagann. I love the animated text that they always put up. Good job, DJ.
died. Oh, wait.
Oh, spoilers. Spoilers, he does do that. It's doing such a great job of breaking down the Gurren Lagann story, because it's kind of an annoying story to watch for the first act, and then it's just ramps way up in the second half. He's just great. I don't know how he does any of this. It just happens. It's great. See? Kyle's gonna get hit before he has Green Lantern powers. He broke the record.
Looks like this wins the award for fastest calculated speed feat in our show.
Over SpongeBob.
Congratulations, Gurren Lagann.
Move over, SpongeBob.
Great, see?
You've been dethroned.
Told you.
Nerd! As they hit an innumerable number of enemies across infinite universes.
I mean, Kyle's just gonna be like, no, I don't know. It's just gonna happen. Here's the dimensional scaling. This is where my brain checks out. I'm not gonna understand this shit.
Wait, if every
So,
human being has spiral
I've heard about this scaling.
telling me we can
Great. Sammy Classic Sonic fan reference? Simone is above fiction, in theory, right? So, does Kyle just say no to that too?
actual power
See, I've never heard it broken down this way. So cool.
Even this was not enough for the anti-spiral. Simone evolved one more time.
As he always does.
Super Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann!
Perfect.
This mech drill that would
Pierce the heavens.
With no more
It's such an inspiring show.
Simone chose
Love
to
it.
wander the
Beautiful analysis. That was great. Okay.
or this one really
I want to note that I did read some Kyle Rayner comics, but there's a lot of history here. So there's a shitload I don't know about him still. So I'm looking forward to learning a lot about Kyle. Story where Kyle gets the Lantern Ring is like one of the best. You should check it out. Kyle's such a lovable dork. He's so much fun. I love the editing. It's so great. Looks like Simone can take care of most of this, but we haven't even gotten to White Lantern yet, so
but totally immeasurable.
great.
The rings have an artificial
Scale him to Wally while we're at it. For good measure.
They think of some wild shit.
But the Green Lantern's most recognizable
I liked that voice line from Chad. That was funny. Yeah, he creates the nerdiest shit. Fridge, 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 fridge. It's the fridge panel. I think Simone probably could take care of Kyle if he only had his Green Lantern ring.
The more
But
scared you are of him, the
he has the White Lantern ring, and he has total control over the United
slipping out.
I'll be super happy for Kyle when he wins. It's just, I feel like it's kind of an inevitability with how... Oh my gosh, it's such a beautiful edit. Such a beautiful edit. They're giving it to him.
essentially the
They're giving him the life equation.
reality. The life equation is mathematical proof that life
Threatening the new gods like Darkseid.
the life equation, like its counterpart, the anti-life equation.
They both scale to like beyond fiction, so nice little leg edit. That's cute. These little things in the edit are so telling of how much they tried on this. Man, he's so inspiring too. It's what a beautiful analysis. This is so great. Okay. All right. Okay. So both of them just scale beyond fiction. So that scaling is out of the picture. I still feel like they're going to give it to Kyle, but I don't really know what the explanation they're going to use for that is, other than, like I said before, maybe just, oh, Kyle has done more impossible things more often. He's got more experience with the more impossible reality-breaking things than Simone does, so that's why he wins. All logic is telling me that Kyle wins, so my natural instinct is to say Simone wins, but I know that it's just what Gurren Lagann kind of has primed me to think like. So looking at this objectively, yeah, I can see how Kyle could just conceptually erase Simone and get rid of Spiral Energy, or do whatever he needs to do to take Simone out of this fight. I'm super hyped for this, and I'm excited to see what they did with it. All right. Okay, I'm ready. By the way, go become a member on Death Battle's website. It looks cool. If I geek out, I'm sorry. I'm a big nerd, and this is gonna be really awesome. Okay, do it. Peak my fiction. Oh man, that was clean.
Not rusty at all. Hey dude.
Catch.
Green Lantern Officer Kyle Rayner here. Spring says you've got a Class A galactic super weapon.
Oh no. They referenced Ben versus Hal already.
Why don't you hand it over?
Gurren Lagann's mine, officer. Just who the hell do you think you are?
There we go. He's summoning other mechs already. Oh my gosh.
I'm told I'm bad with authority.
Tell me about it. 4.
Oh, he's so look at him. He's doing... Oh, there's Will of the Drill. Fuck yeah. It's a climactic version of Will of the Drill.
My drill will pierce the heavens!
Fuck yeah. There it is. Oh, that's so pretty. Good job, Origin. I recognize that fucking style. Fuck. He's fine. That's not gonna work, buddy. That's not gonna work. Oh, man. Is that Superman?
That's really cool.
They love each other. This is so great. I'm a lantern.
Possible.
See the invisible.
Touch the untouchable.
Break the unbreakable.
Buddy.
You ain't know?
Now you know.
Now you know. Oh my gosh, look at this. There's so much happening. Is that the source wall?
The digger. If there's a wall in my way, I'll smash it down.
I don't know, buddy. Try it. Just broke the source wall. Life equation. See.
Stop fighting. Think about your fear of death, your love of your
Willpower.
friends, your compassion for me, your hope for the future. Choose life.
Have faith in the Simone that believes in you.
Do it, buddy. Fuck yeah. Yes.
Super Tekken Topa Gurren Lagann!
Yes. Holy shit, this looks so cool.
Transcends the heavens!
Fuck.
Drill free!
Okay, Kyle. What are you gonna do, buddy? What are you gonna do? He's got this. He's gonna do it too, man. Oh. Think they may have just destroyed all of existence. I think they did. They just broke infinity. They're bolty powered.
Wasn't your mech. It was me. Then, Simone, I'm taking you in brightest day,
Oh,
blackest night.
yeah, they're just, it's just fucking fists now.
Let those who worship evil's might beware my power.
Power.
Green Lantern fly!
Oh,
Let's see you grit those teeth!
no way. No fucking way. No way. No way. No way.
You'd make a good lantern.
No way. No fucking way.
Simone of Earth, you have been chosen.
Just who the hell do you think I am?
Simone fucking won?
For the guy with the snazzy
What the
sunglasses.
When both combatants possess
Holy
unlimited power,
shit!
it's hard to judge them by our normal standards. Take speed. Simone can hit an infinite number of times.
They gave it to Simone.
Become irrelevant.
Instead, let's analyze them through a lens more applicable to beings as
Holy shit.
absurd
I'm at a loss for words right now. I'm gonna have to censor all these swear words. I cannot believe they gave it to Simone.
like
The multiverse labyrinth that Simone absorbed contained 11 spatial dimensions. That's 1.3 dimensions less than the multiverse Kyle's
So
power can
what
do.
happened?
And remember,
So just because Simone starts off weaker doesn't mean he'll stay
They
that way.
used the logic I used. My prediction was fucking right.
Simone
It's true, yeah. I mean, he can evolve so much quicker than Kyle. That makes so much sense.
More than enough.
I just didn't think they would actually give it to him.
a blue lantern light.
He's just, Simone's just too strong, too quick. That's the issue. He's too strong, too quick. Life equation. Okay, how does he get around it?
Higher level of reality and would have more than even the odds.
Sure.
Bad Kyle couldn't
But-
control it. It was just as much a detriment to him as an asset.
Okay.
Forcing him to relinquish it to
That
keep
makes
from
sense.
destroying Isn't that how all of Simone's battles usually go anyway?
Yes, it is. That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying, dude. That's just how his character works. He eventually evolves and rises to the occasion, and he eventually gets way, way stronger and just eclipses his opponent.
The winner is Simone the Digger.
I can't believe this. This is insane. Who's next? Tom versus Wiley, probably? Yeah.
More Death Battle. Thanks for watching.
All right. Let me get my bearings, because this was really insane, and I have to probably watch it again to actually give my cohesive thoughts. I can see how much work this took, and I think that's what is overall the most impressive thing about this. I know that the team felt really passionate about this. I know that everybody who worked on it cared so much, and it just shines through so well. This is the kind of thing that makes me grateful to be a part of this community, because all these different artists with different styles can come together and make something truly remarkable. Because this was no easy task. You can tell all of the animators, all of the editors, all of the researchers, all of the writers, the creators, guys, big kudos, because this is like season finale or series finale level material. I enjoyed it a lot. I really, really liked it. My prediction was wrong, and I am so happy that it was, because of course I was rooting for Simone. I believed he could win, but I didn't think Death Battle would give him the win. I did think that he should win. I thought that, you know, he would transcend Kyle eventually, because that's just what he always does. I didn't think that that had enough of a foundation as an argument for them to actually use it and to actually say, yes, Simone would transcend Kyle eventually. And that's exactly what they did. That's the logic that they gave, or rather the lack of logic that they gave. They wholly embraced the themes of Gurren Lagann here, and Simone did the impossible. It just felt like both characters were having a great time the whole time, and they were both just like, oh, he's so cool. Oh man, they got the characters right. And they were really, really respectful of both. I'm sure there'll be debunked videos and everything, but dude, you just gotta stop and appreciate this thing for what it is and take this thing at face value. Hearing Will of the Drill in there was like the equivalent of hearing Live and Learn in Sonic 3. I mean, they delivered. Brandon, great job with the music, man. It's so cool. Damn, yeah, I don't know what else. There's no way you can follow that up. I'm speechless. But yeah, I don't have much else to say. Go support Death Battle, go support their website, go support them on YouTube memberships, do everything you can to keep this series going, because they've got something so special here with this team, and none of us wants to see it end. But yeah, guys, I digress. Thank you so much for watching the video all the way to the end. There's nothing at the very end of this video. You don't have to stick around. You can go on your merry way, and I'll see you guys next time. Do you hear that?
Why are you still here? Waiting for something to happen.